What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Let's go ahead and check out Annapurna Interactive Showcase for 2025, y'all. Before I get started in this, I would like to say that Annapurna Interactive is probably one of the best, if I could say, pivotal landmarks when it comes to the indie gaming community. And yeah, like, I'm eager to see what they got. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay.
Please comments on some content decisions, please.
Stick around and find out. Yep, let's stick around, shall we? Alright, okay. Looking nice, looking nice. That looks kind of awesome.
I love riding bikes and I love switching out parts on my bike to make that experience feel different. You're so connected to the bike itself, and the way the bike is built determines how you flow through, whether it's just the street or the trails. It's just a beautiful way to get around.
Damn.
Mark made me my dream bike of a mini velo, which is a very cool geometrically sized bike. It's kind of squat, long. It is a utility bike. I can go shopping and throw groceries in there. I biked my yoga studio. I mean, we're
Bike ride.
Venice parents now, right?
Remember that, y'all?
We met at the Indiecade booth, I believe it was E3.
We had a lot of mutual friends and we kind of kept meeting.
Yeah, quickly hit it off. We're definitely interested in the same kinds of games.
I just finished graduate school and we would be talking about mess-off work. Then our mess-off work ended up becoming enough work for both of us that we ended up leaving our USC jobs and starting full-time mess-off in earnest.
Sometimes I go out and I don't necessarily know where I'm going to go on a bike ride. I'll just go. Wheel World's like that. You know, it's open world.
Nice.
You might start playing thinking you want to do a race, and then maybe you just bike around, and that's okay.
Wheel World is our most ambitious project. This is the first time that we've really staffed up. There are 10 of us, which is really fun to work with a real team. And going from 2D to 3D, we really didn't know what we were getting into.
Like many
we
other
were just
indie
thinking
games.
about, what if we made a game that's like totally out of our wheelhouse? What if the opportunity came up and we could make a long single-player experience? I always want to make games that anyone can play. We want to keep the button count down. We want to like keep it simple. You can really just hang out in this game in a way that you couldn't in previous games. You don't really have to do any of the challenges if you don't want to. You can just like cruise around and appreciate the scenery.
This looks fun.
I wanted to capture that feeling when you're on a bike and you can go anywhere. There's things you'll discover, there's perspectives you'll see the world in that you didn't see before, and that'll clue you into going to a different place than you might have.
We're really hoping that this is something that people play and they're like, wow, this reminds me of certain games, but I've never played anything like it before. That's really important to all of us.
You know, if everyone were on bikes, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, it would be. Mess off. Okay. Oh, coming out summer.
Well, I left it outside.
Okay.
Yeah, because I thought I was not. But now here I see everyone has their coffee. All right, I'm gonna go get my coffee. I'm Davey. I'm the writer and creative director on Wanderstop.
I'm Patrick.
Hey, David.
I'm the studio director / lead producer.
I mean, yeah. Tell me what's kind of going on.
That's what's happened. We actually, I have a history of releasing games without really saying very much about them and trying to shroud them in mystery as much as possible. Our team has really coaxed me out of my shell a little bit and convinced me to begin actually saying things directly about what the game is. And Wanderstop is a narrative-centric, cozy game about people going through changes that they don't necessarily want to be going through, and just seeing how they react.
Wanderstop comes out March 11th, 2025, and we really can't wait to see what y'all think of it.
Oh, not too far away, huh? Hi, Birdie.
My interest in games went all the way back to my first computer. Uncle worked in computer networking, and he gave us our first computer. He built it himself, and my siblings and I were messing around with it, and we found a folder called Games in it. Pretty much from that point on, I just really loved just playing video games. My name is Brendan Chung, and I'm the creative director at Blendo Games.
Blendo Games.
Kind of back in the day, they used to release the tools that they used to make the game with the game. It was just like a big hobby of mine, and I made a ton of mods, and maps, and art for games like Quake and Half-Life. Doing that led to working at a game studio. So in 2010, the studio I was working at got shut down, and I decided to start Blendo Games at that point. They're trying to fly us to their base.
If they get there, they'll steal the cargo and hold us for ransom.
Wait, I think that's my line.
Oh, that's your line. Never mind. We wanted to work together for a really long time. We'd had the sense that we have kind of the same sensibility when it comes to story and comedy, and that we knew we could make something together that would be really cool. My name is Laura Mache, and I'm handling the narrative stuff on Skin Deep.
Skin Deep started in 2018. I'd say this is the largest project we've taken on.
When I first started writing for games, one of the most exciting things about that was working with artists and getting to see people add a visual element to the stories that I was telling.
Having friends and a community is something that is really important for any creative project. You need other people to make things work. Share screen. I love our team. We are all in different parts of the world. Thanks for joining this group call. Just from day one, they just understood the vibe of the game. It's very light and very goofy, but it treats this light and goofy stuff very sincerely and very earnestly. We have Suzanne and Tynan. I think they are world-class designers. We're working with Sanjay and Eric. Throw anything at them and they will just knock it out of the park immediately. We're working with Priscilla on the music. And then after that, you go back to the hub. This is where you get their email messages.
I can't wait to read the cat emails. Brendan and Laura are two of the absolute funniest game developers working right now.
I think the game manages to be weird and ridiculous, both in how you play as well as who you meet and what you see.
It's like Die Hard, but with more comedy. So you've decided to be an insurance commando. Pirates are
You play
kidnapping cats from
a character named Nina Pasadena, who used to be one of the best assassins in the galaxy. Now she works as a lowly insurance commando. And then when pirates attack, Nina tries to drive them away and save the crew.
And the next vignette is the Penthouse. We're using the Doom 3 engine, which was a game that was released back in 2004.
The engine kind of gives us a very distinctive look, kind of utilitarian sci-fi.
It's a timeless look. I think there's something really nice about using old tech that is solid and just looks wonderful. I'm glad we all got to get together and play through the game a bit. All right. Bye, y'all.
Good morning, Nina. As this ship's premium insurance policy, your mission is to free all members of the crew from the pirate incursion. Due to limitations in the freezing process, equipment must be procured on site. Meowcorp has authorized all necessary property damage.
There's someone on board. Everybody, check in. Alpha here.
This concludes your insurance commando orientation.
Charlie here. Delta here.
Good luck.
Normal here. Thanks, crew. Looking good.
Nina, I heard you're getting back in the game.
Who are these people?
These pirates regenerate.
What do I do with the head?
Flush her head down the toilet.
I'm doing something personal, Lion. One job only.
Show yourself! Okay.
I want Nina Pasadena dead.
Okay, so they said cats are evil.
Is everyone ready to fight?
We'll go with you to the end, Nina.
Get me to the refractor!
It's too dangerous!
Danger, wonky space. Danger, wonky space.
Okay, I kind of like the design. This definitely has like a somewhat like retro feel to it. Oh, and I like the vocals on that. Copenhagen.
We released Cocoon in 2023.
Word!
We were so excited to see people play it and see the positive reception it got.
It's an awesome game,
It
by
was
the way.
a really big moment for us as a team. We have partnered with I'm8bit to make a collector's edition of the game and a vinyl soundtrack that I'm very excited about.
Okay.
Making the soundtrack album was a difficult thing because every player has a unique soundtrack when they're playing. Like it's never the same for two players. Some of it is recorded from the game directly, and some of it was made especially for the soundtrack.
Okay.
We felt Annapurna Interactive was a good fit for us because they had games that had striking art styles and they were like very focused on a unique but smaller experience. We wanted someone who would respect our aesthetic choices. We're partnering with Annapurna Interactive to make a new game, which is unlike anything we've ever worked on before. This is all we have to say for now, but please stay tuned for more news down the line.
And we will stay tuned, y'all. I'm looking forward to what they got next.
My name is Matt Newell. I'm from Perth in West Australia. I am the sole creator of Lushfoil Photography Sim. It's been a long time in the works. I'm very excited to put it out. It should be released early 2025. It's called Lushfoil because I just love to stuff as many plants as I can into the scene. I wanted to have a forest that feels dense, feels lush, like walking through all the wind, all the leaves falling on you. It's hard to describe it as a game. I really try not to put focus on it because I want people to make whatever they can out of it. If they want to do something, I don't want to hold them back. I don't want to provide any guidance. I just want them to do what they want to do. There are objectives in the game for that kind of player. If they're attentive to details and have a good eye for angles and perspectives, I think they will find this particularly rewarding.
It does look beautiful. I mean, the graphics look realistic. Very nice. This looks very beautiful. Southwest Australia. It's like a photography type game. It looks so real. The attention to detail. Annapurna region. Okay. Northern England. Look at the rain. Look at the rain. Look at the water. Like, look at the grass. Look at the... What? 10? Question mark? I don't know. Atlanta, Georgia? That should be one. Okay, comes out in April.
This is my favorite way to play the game. Just on the couch, just using one hand. That's a great thing about it being a one-button game.
And that's how we like to drive, y'all.
Hi, I'm Steph Tyrion, the creator of Faraway, coming in 2025.
All this coming out this year?
Faraway is an infinitely replayable, immersive, cosmic game experience about a shooting star that wants to stay alive and travel and see the universe, and does that by creating constellations in the starry sky. And around this core mode, there's 2 puzzle modes that work in tandem to learn about the mechanics of the game. It's just me, solo developer. I started in 2010. So it's been on and off for almost 15 years. I've been stealth mode, and now I'm emerging today. So we'll see if they still recognize my face. It started with looking at a starry sky at night and thinking I would like to play something where I would be able to travel this sky that I'm looking at. One way that helps me explain the game is to think about Tetris. Tetris is a very minimal system, but has a lot of depth in it. You can be a beginner and immediately understand it, and you can also be like a very advanced player, and there's like a range. Every time you play it, it's in a random new world. That was actually the inspiration. How can I make a game that is minimal but deep in the same way? It's been a very difficult project, but I'm really excited about the results.
Wait, are you shooting my shoes?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
My name is Keita Takahashi. I'm a director of 2AT. Why I'm here? Because they tell me I need to be here. The game is about the teenager and boy. It's not boy. Sorry. The teenager and dog. The dog is fun, cute. Life in the game looks not so boring and beautiful like ours. Giraffe is so cute. You can talk with giraffe in the game, so please play if you like.
size giraffe. I went to a school so I could learn how to cook. Because I love to eat and share food. Cooking is so amazing. I think it's really magical. Taste, smell, texture, temperature, gotta be just right. I wake up at 3 every morning to bake the bread for sandwiches. To my tiny garden to pick the ripest vegetables. I wake up at 3 every morning to bake the bread for sandwiches. Then I go to my tiny garden. I really love my radishes. Don't forget to go to the market to buy the best eggs and cheese.
Highest prices.
Oh, and also we need some spices. Mustard, ham, and mayonnaise.
Making that sandwich.
When I get home, I cook. Oh, it's so tasty. Let's not be hasty. This is amazing. I'm asleep by 7, dreaming up new recipes. Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings.
Hey, that was groovy. But note to self: if you see anybody making a T-pose in the game, that's not a good thing.
Come on in. How you doing?
Hello.
You can just sit right in the center of that couch there.
Well, normal.
Hi, I'm Toby. I'm the designer of a new game called Morsels that's coming out in 2025. So I've been working on it for about 4 years now.
I heard about that.
I was living downtown Toronto, and I was really fascinated with concrete and sort of crumbling textures of the city. And I told him I was going to make a game about concrete. And I'm not saying that Morsels is a game about concrete, but that was probably the first texture I drew, was the kind of concrete ground layer that's all like full of cracks and potholes and things. And so in some ways, aesthetically, that was kind of the beginning of the game. It's an action roguelike where you play the role of a mouse who finds these magical little cards that give it the power to transform into a bunch of different little monsters, and you go through the world fighting monsters and eventually defeating the evil cat bosses. And that's Morsels.
Why does this look familiar sometimes? I don't know. What's this? Appreciate the updates, but yeah, keep it coming. Just a tease, you said? Okay. Ah! What is this? Sayonara Wild Hearts. Oh, the National PlayStation 5? Okay. I guess that's a song for me to play and review it. Available now, PS5 feed. Hey, free upgrade. Oh, that was it? More to come? Okay. Okay. That was Annapurna Interactive, y'all. I think it was pretty good.